Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 53. I'm just double checking everything. Okay. It's time. This is where I find out that all of this was unnecessary and there's one guy in the control room. This whole area should be clear. What the... Okay. Excuse me. It was not like the most elegant movement ever, but whatever. Man. Okay, we got one mented. Oh my god, it literally was one guy. I probably could have just come up here and taken this guy out. Oh well, whatever. Man, these guys are so absorbent. Maybe I wouldn't have been able to do that very easily, actually. Because all of my guys are out of ammo. It was one guy the whole time. Turns out all the resistance was on the ground floor. Seven engineers have arrived. And there it is. The anti-gravity emitter that lets you get the white drop ship that's got doors. Cruiser is a large UFO that measures nearly 70 meters in length. Despite having a larger footprint than the abductor, its more compact design actually offers less internal space. It is a warship, an overcharged version of the alien's bomber. Okay, all good. Sell the junk. Damn. Finally, I have enough civilian corpses for analysis. I'll transfer some of it back later. Only 3 days until the funding report. Might as well grab the cheap money supporter and just grab that money. Scramble the fighters. Just in case. Oh yeah, you are not getting away. Turns out Geminis are pretty quick. It's an abductor with a fighter escort. Why is the fighter so slow? Afterburner engaged. He gets 2 of those. Alright, Gemini 1, cleared to engage. Target destroyed. Whoa, who gave this guy a turn radius upgrade? As fast as you are able to rotate your gun. cannot rotate your slow-ass ship. Plenty of fuel. Is he out of missiles? Does the abductor also have a limit on missiles? I've never known. Like, I've always killed them so fast. I've always killed them so fast that I've never found the limit. But, I really can't be bothered to do an abductor. It's probably ass loads of Reapers. Unless it's a robotic one. The robotic one, it'll be, you know, hordes of cyber drones and androids. I'm just going to collect the bounty and move on with my life. Yeah, normally I always have 2 fighters in every region, so of course I use one as a distraction and the other one to go in and do the killing. The improved dropship will be the most important upgrade you can possibly get in this game. Goodbye, corpse. Normally you would clear out all the corpses by now, but of course that's not going to work for me. Alright, let's just send all that back. You should do every mission, like, you know, you should do every mission. I can't be bothered. We're in the end game now, and I just want to finish the job. The aliens have got no hope of winning the planet. You can lose one region and still win, so the fact that one region is undefended is not a big deal. Not that they're really going for it, but... Alright. Gotta wait for the items to move before I can queue up the engine upgrade. We're rich. Rich! I would like a medical center, but I can't afford it. It's a nice to have, but I need to buy the enhanced dropship. I need to buy the Phantom engine upgrade. Because there's no way I'm replacing all my Phantoms with Geminis. You could obviously save that money if you replace all your Phantoms with Geminis, but let's be honest, that's not happening. And to be honest, the Phantom is very cost efficient. If it ends up with the same speed as the Gemini, I mean, that was the main reason to not... That was the main reason to trade them out, was because they were slow. But, you know, you do get a Gemini for the price of this upgrade. How many Phantoms am I operating? You obviously get money for selling them. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, that could be a Gemini at the end of the day. Oh well, whatever. It is potentially wasteful. I could get a Gemini for that price and start selling Phantoms to get more. But getting 2 Geminis at every base is going to be expensive. 1 Gemini is probably not enough to provide air control. I don't know, it depends on what you're facing. An interceptor with like fighter escort would be a real struggle even for a Gemini. Although with fusion weapons, maybe it wouldn't be. Anti-gravity emitter. Alright, we've seen this before. Here it is, the all-important Pegasus dropship. Right. I'm going to keep the Gemini at my main base because that's... The main base is really important that it doesn't get destroyed or hit. Phantoms can go to other places. Eight days. 8 days remain until we find out what the next thing is. Not much else I really want, actually. Oh! Actuator module is here! Okay. When did that happen? I don't even know when that unlocked. Well, at least they didn't remove it from the game. Well, that means I can start getting everything else. Although let's actually hold off until I find out how much the dropship costs. I will sell the old dropship immediately, so. Man, when did I unlock the actuator module? Maybe it was unlocked with fusion. Days until the base completes. Hey, the Pegasus 4 dropship has been designed specifically to fill the exact needs of this organization, making it the ultimate method of transporting our soldiers to mission sites. Hull of the Pegasus is wide but streamlined, manufactured from hardened alloys that provide exceptional strength and heat resistance, such that it can easily withstand anything from the crushing pressures of the deepest oceans to the hard vacuum of outer space. Not sure if fusion weapons does anything for me except make my fighters way scarier. Alright, it costs $1 million. But takes a long time to produce, so I'll hold on to my dropship for now. A massive energy buildup is detected within U001, followed by a bright light that ignites the sky. Reports of a city being wiped from the map flood in. Terrifying images of the devastation quickly fill television screens across the world. Sweet Mother of God. I still don't see the problem. An energy weapon at this level of dispersal is useless against hardened targets. It will have no impact on our military campaign. What do you mean you don't see the problem? They just flattened a city from orbit. Consider facts. The upper end of the casualty estimates is 300,000. Mankind lacks many things, but urban areas is not one of them. The aliens did this every day for the next year. The total human losses would still be less than 2% of the worldwide population. Numbers are not material, especially given I believe it will take almost 2 weeks for the weapon to recharge. That's not how people think. They don't just... Hold on, rewind for a second. What do you mean by recharge? Energy readings from the station are rising again. They'll be back to previous levels in approximately 12 days. One suspects the aliens will fire the weapon again. Oh god, Commander, this is going to be a huge problem. If we don't find a solution soon, panic will get out of control. We're bombed into submission. Fine, I'll prepare a research proposal to explore possible countermeasures. Enormous destruction, widespread casualties caused by the energy weapon aboard U-001 has led to significant rise in panic in all of our funding regions. All evidence suggests this order of bombardment will continue until humanity surrenders, or we find a way to neutralize the cannon. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. 10 panic to all regions per month. Per 12 days. So 20 per month-ish. A little bit more. It's actually survivable if you don't let anything else happen. And you use the reduced panic thing. That will definitely have hurt my funding report, though. Fusion weapons! Okay, you can read this if you want, we've seen it before. I don't know why it's thought Gemini was closer, because it isn't. Ah, it's another cruiser. But this time, I have 2 planes. Alright, Phantom 1. You are clear to engage. Kind of in an awkward position here. Now Phantom 3 is cleared to engage. Got a bit lazy there, but that's fine. I don't need to do these missions, so I'm not going to do them. We're in the end game now, boys. think we're very much going to struggle to outmaneuver these two. So we'll just blast them. I suppose I should dodge the torpedoes, huh? Man, I was a bit slow there. I suppose I should grab fusion weapons for my fighters when I get the chance. Bye, Dragonfly 1. We can now bring 7 guys with equipment. I mean, to be honest, you can load everybody up with equipment because you've got doors now. So unless something has changed, you can just sit in the UFO. You can just sit in your space UFO. Unload all your gear on the first turn and not open your doors until the next one. I've really only got 33 alloys left. I have 14 Stalker armors available. That's probably sufficient. To be honest, auto-healing, it seems like a great idea, but you're basically a one-shot once your armor is down or your shield is down. Having full health rarely saves you. It is a nice to have, though. So is the tactical module. Ah, what the hell, I'll grab it. Commander, I've now completed my analysis of the City Killer orbital bombardment cannon that our enemies recently used against us. Pattern of destruction is visible in news footage. Implies the weapon is exceptionally powerful pulsed laser. Device does not incinerate the target, instead rapidly superheats the surrounding air until a devastating pressure shockwave is formed. This creates a destructive effect similar to detonating a moderately sized nuclear weapon atop the target, minus the lingering radiation. Civilian buildings in the area are likely to suffer severe damage, whereas lack of penetrative power leaves any hardened structures and modern armoured vehicles largely intact. No countermeasures are possible against such an attack. Indeed, we cannot even reliably predict the city being attacked. The orbit of U-001 is so high above the planet that a minor reorientation of the station dramatically changes the list of potential targets. This makes the destruction of U-001 even more urgent than before. Thankfully, recent events appear to have presented us with a rare opportunity to do so. Theoretically, the quantum gateway recovered from the cleaner headquarters should permit us to teleport a combat team directly aboard U-001. However, this process is extremely dangerous. Calculate the exit point incorrectly. There are countless unpleasant ways for our soldiers to become casualty statistics. Our complete ignorance of U-001's interior layout previously made any such operation impossible. However, the colossal energy discharge from the bombardment cannon has now allowed my instruments to gather something rather akin to an X-ray of the station. A smaller secondary saucer appears to be the ideal location for an initial strike, housing the uppermost sections of the bombardment cannon. Should present ample opportunities for sabotage. If the mission proves successful, we may be able to develop a plan to destroy the station entirely. Okay. Game being weird. Launch U-001 sabotage. Alright, let's finish out the tech tree. There's my auto med. Panic has gone down, if anything. Four days until fusion is ready. And I can just review the final bits of the tech tree. Alright, but we're going to stop for now, because we're out of time. We're long out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.